Oh, yeah.
We're ready to
Good.
go.
Have you used these headphones before? What made you want these ones?
I just looked up. Well, actually, I didn't. My boyfriend was like, "Why don't you just look up best 10 headphones for like editing?" And I was like, "Oh." And then I saw these, and I was like, "But they're not pretty."
I know.
And
That's
he was like,
what I
"But,"
said.
and he's like, "But no one's gonna see you because the good ones. Why haven't they made that?"
I wanted pretty ones, and I was bummed at first. I was dramatic, but
Yeah.
I hated this.
Oh, okay.
There's a gap.
Yeah.
And I wanted no gap. I've since gotten over the gap.
Well, he said this was from Natalie Portman's character in Garden State.
No way.
She like wears these. To, like,
I know exactly what he's talking about.
Oh yeah. I don't remember. I've seen it, but I haven't seen it in so many years. But I was like, oh well, if she's wearing it, he was like, yeah, it was to show people were like really serious about their art.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I should just start wearing these around LA.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna start going to the coffee shops again and wearing them now that
exactly.
I know. I know the exact scene. It's when she's at the doctor's office in the beginning, and that was my favorite soundtrack in high school. The Garden
I never
Track
like
soundtrack.
saw it complete. I just would see it when it was on E. I don't know. It didn't
Just like play.
Yeah, it wasn't like, oh, I really want to watch it. It was strange. I was watching like Maury Povich for too many years.
Very different from Garden State.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, I remember showing that movie to a boyfriend in college, and he didn't like it.
Oh. And then you were like that.
Last time.
That was it.
That was it. That was it. I hate showing people my favorite movies.
Oh, because you're worried they're not going to.
Not that I care that they don't like it, but it's unenjoyable for me.
Right, if they don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boyfriend has showed me about like 5 of his favorite movies, and they're not what I would choose. They're like long, like Western movies, and they do have a good cast, and like the writing's good. It was always adopted from some like novel. But I'm just like, this is like a movie I would be excited only if they were like, this is a movie we're going to watch in school instead of like doing history class. You know those movies where you're like, anything but Mr. Legrand talking, I would be happy about. That's the movies he picks.
Wow.
But then we watch better movies because of me, obviously.
I think that's better. I would take those movies over the superhero movies.
Oh, yeah. I don't love those either.
So I would, the Westerns could be worse.
Yeah, Yeah, I can't. He's always wanting the Westerns. I'm like, I can't do another Western movie. Or like, he wants like we're going to Paris in a few weeks. End of December. And he's like, let's watch movies about Paris. And then he's like, it was all like older movies. I was like, I already did film school. Like, I don't need to go again.
Ooh, I have a good one though.
What?
He's probably already said it, but Midnight in Paris.
Oh yeah, that's the one I want to see. Because
That's a
like
great one.
No, he wants to see things that like literally you'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe I would watch this. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't even watch this movie if like it was the beginning of a relationship and I was just like trying to have sex. Like, that's like how painful this movie is. I'm not watching it.
Yeah, no, do Midnight in Paris.
Yeah, I'll do that movie.
I love that movie.
I haven't seen it in a really long time. But yeah, I'll watch it.
There you go. Me in the middle. It's still Paris.
Exactly.
Ooh, please get a chocolate, what is it, Nutella and strawberry crepe for me.
Okay.
Or is it
I'll get
Nutella
it for you.
and banana? Just do it all.
The crepes are real. I went to Paris when I was like 10, but I was so unappreciative when my parents took me.
My mom and I went for my high school graduation.
Oh, that's nice.
Old enough, you'd think? No.
No, you didn't appreciate it.
I feel like I enjoyed it.
Right.
I had fun. When you get older, you can really like take things in more.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm like, let's get crazy. I don't know what we're gonna do. Let's get crazy and like take naps in the middle of the day. You know?
Ooh. You could be those people just laying in front of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, like making out.
Yeah, this is no big deal.
Yeah, yeah. And he's been there before. But it's funny. So he's went there with he like says he's been there, but I know he went there with his ex-girlfriend, and I obviously like can't help. But anytime he's like, because he like lived there, I think for like a few months.
Oh wow,
with the ex. So it's just like, and I wouldn't say I'm a jealous person, but my mind really wanders. So I told him, I was like, I don't want to go anywhere where you've been before because I don't want to think about like you with some other girl in Paris.
Or also think of this way.
What?
Is that you get to wash those memories
Oh, that's good.
and replace them.
That is good. Have you ever done that where you like knew? Okay, you ever been somewhere where you're like you're with a guy in a situation and you know he did this with his ex? Besides like family events.
I surprisingly, I don't think so. Besides like visiting his family,
Right? Yeah.
so I know that's
Yeah.
been
This
a
isn't. I
thing.
guess I really do have a curious mind. It's like,
No. But I just haven't been in the situation. But if I have, I would think the same thing.
yeah.
But I also thought, like, when my ex and I broke up, I was like, all the things that are mine that I took him with.
Right.
And I was like, instantly, I was like, I just got to keep doing those things. Those are my things.
Right.
That I shared with him.
Yeah.
They're not our thing.
Right. It was just you.
So those pairs could just have been his thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just don't think about it.
No, I won't think about it. I won't.
Take a nap in the grass.
Yeah, be like, you haven't done this. Imagine I just like giving blowjobs all over the city. It's like,
Oh,
wow.
wee.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I bet this didn't happen last time, did it? I'm just like competing with myself at that point. Like no one else knows what's going on. She doesn't know. He doesn't know. I'm just like, oh yeah, you like this trip? I haven't even enjoyed myself. I've just been blowing him for the 7 days we've been there.
Your jaw's just dead. You're
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you remember this, won't you? He's like, yeah, we had to go to the hospital. I remember what happened.
I think that's a good idea, though.
Yeah.
There's no way she.
No way.
No.
No way.
Man, that's exciting. Wow. You're going to be so good at blowjobs when you get back from Paris. Oh, did you watch Emily in Paris?
Yeah, we have been watching it.
Oh, it's so cheesy. I fucking love it.
Yeah, Emily in Paris. Like, so I started watching it when I knew we were gonna go, and I was like, I know everyone said they liked the show, but I was just like, I don't know if I love it. But then I was like, I don't know if I like want to watch it. It looks like stupid. Mm-hmm. But then once I started watching it, I was like, wait, this show's like really good.
I love it.
It's so good. It makes you want to like move somewhere and just think your life is gonna be like amazing and have all these like hot guys and like. I don't know. It is a great show. It's like the perfect amount of like cheesy, but not too cheesy. And then they like show boobs. So you're like, oh, right. Like this isn't a CW show. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a good level.
Right when it gets to that one point, they pull back. They're very like on top of it.
Yeah. It is. I like that actress. But it's funny. I noticed because I think there was some controversy because she's like very skinny.
She's so skinny.
She's like almost like a child.
I think
like
it's just
skinny.
her body type, probably.
Well, I noticed that in the first, but I think people were like kind of talking about it. And, but I noticed, so the first season, I don't think she gained weight, but in the second season, I noticed they put her in like a push-up bra.
Oh, give her a little something.
Because it looks it looks like she doesn't look so like childish.
Yeah. She does look young. I think she's in her 30s. I'm pretty sure.
So too. Yeah.
Just when you're skinny. Skinny looks so good.
But she just like, looks like, well, I don't want to, because I know she also did struggle with anorexia, but she just looks like more like, I don't know if it's her framing, just like, because the thing is, if she looks like that on TV, like in person, she probably looks like so, like really, like a Polly Pocket, basically.
Probably.
You know?
But I look at her and I think she looks so skinny, but then I think like, anytime I see really skinny people, I'm like, that self-control, that is
The self-control.
discipline.
Yeah.
If she has a problem, that's something. But
Right.
I'm just always jealous.
The skinniest I've ever been in my life was when I had like the worst anxiety.
After every breakup, I call it the breakup diet.
Yeah.
Anxiety's high. Fuck the ice cream. I'm not hungry.
Yeah, I'm never hungry. Or like if I have like just other anxiety, I don't like eat. I just like I have no appetite. Like I eat like a donut and I have self-control because I don't have an appetite. And then when I'm like happy, I'm like, oh, I'm hungry.
I'm the exact same way, but I know many people aren't.
Some people like
the opposite.
when they're
No, I'm the same. Which is
it's like adrenaline, the anxiety.
Yeah, I'm zero.
Yeah,
nothing. I want nothing. But then you get so skinny from it. Then you're like, I'm happy, and then you're like,
oh, you're the best. Yeah, I was thinking like, after my 2 breakups, I was like really skinny, and it was funny. I was really skinny, and then I like re-talked to this ex at this point after like a few months, and I thought I looked, and have you ever like reconnected with an ex when it ended bad? Has that ever happened to you?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm far back. I
back.
think my first boyfriend.
Okay.
We went all the way back to Travis, if you're watching.
Who's Travis?
First boyfriend.
Oh, okay. You say names.
I mean, we're on good terms.
But it ended bad, you said.
It ended bad because we were young.
You were young, okay.
And he was being a douche young kid.
Yeah,
and I was heartbroken. My first love.
How old are you? Like high school?
Yeah, 15.
Oh, 15. Oh, okay. I thought young, like 21.
No, young.
Oh,
young,
okay.
young.
Okay, I feel like that doesn't really
So
count.
it was like, that was the only one. Yeah. It
Yeah.
all ended well. It was all just like, this is done.
Yeah, that's nice.
We should move on.
Like the one, so yeah, I met up with him and I thought I looked so good. And he didn't look good at all, but I also still thought he was like so hot. And I was like, fuck, like, why do I? And I just remember like I was telling him, I'm sure if anyone's ever been in like a situation where if you get dumped, it's not mutual and it's like blindsiding, I think it's like very hard on your ego.
Yes.
So I was like telling him things that like weren't true at all. I told him that I was on, what did I say? I was like, I said I was on hold for a Hulu pilot show. Okay, it wasn't far off. I just had an audition for a Hulu pilot show.
Could have been.
But I didn't get it. But in my eyes, I was like, well, why not? And I was like, yeah, I'm on hold. Also, like, he wasn't in entertainment, so why would he even know what the word hold? Like, in my eyes, I was like, well, someone on hold. It's not like I didn't booked it.
Yeah, it
you
sounds
know?
good. It's just like a slight lie.
Yeah, so I told him that. And I remember feeling so good and like, but also seeing his face like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it was. He's probably just waiting for that Hulu show. I should message him being like, the Hulu show did take off. It's only really popular in Korea, so you can watch it there.
But you can only actually purchase it, in Korea only.
Right. Yeah.
And he's like, I'm actually in Korea right now.
I'm like, oh, well, that's funny. I'm not all over the billboards.
Oh, God. One thing I have like in my joke notebook that I never made into a joke that I want to is, why does everyone always tell you when they run into their ex? Your ex.
Like if I'm dating you?
Like if I see your ex,
Oh.
I'm like, I just ran into your ex.
Oh, yeah.
We shouldn't do that to our friends. Stop doing that.
That's horrible. I've never done that, and I've never gotten that. But that is like bad. I know it doesn't make sense. I think because they're like, they're bored and they like want to start something.
I think you've just nailed
You know
it
what I
on
mean?
the head.
They're just like, oh, like, well, I'm bored and I'm married or I've been in a relationship for 5 years. So like, anyway, I saw your ex. Yeah, it doesn't make
Let's
the other
stir
person
the
feel
pot.
better. Yeah.
Because then it triggers all of that. And then like, what do they look like?
Yeah, what do they
ask
look like?
about
Do they have
me?
any? Like, they're like, no, I saw them from across the street. It's like, okay, well, now I just have that memory of him. Like, I didn't even think about him for years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let it go.
Now I'm Facebook stalking him. Now I'm looking at his YouTube channel. He started a YouTube channel.
I subscribed on accident.
Yeah, you subscribed. I was like, fuck him. But then I gave him like 100 views, you know?
It's, just people need to stop doing that.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
That's fucked up that people do that.
Yeah. I think, though, I never thought about that. You really nailed it.
I think they're just like bored.
Yeah, they're like, this is exciting.
I had a friend, actually, she didn't see him, but she reminded me of something my ex had done. And I think I wasn't like still over the breakup. But it is funny because, okay, so one of my exes, in New York, there's this, maybe it's in LA too, but you can take a photo of yourself and then it becomes like an actual, like a sculpture of you two.
Okay.
It's like a 360 like photo and then it becomes a sculpture. And in the sculpture or whatever, it's like this big. And I think his hand is like over me and we're like kissing or something. Nothing. Anyway, but then when we broke up, by the way, it was like really expensive. It was like $700.
Oh, wow.
And we were only like 3 months in.
Oh.
So I thought we were going the distance. You know what I mean?
You were going for speed.
Exactly. I mean, he was like, let's do it. I was like, are you sure? This seems kind of like soon. And also like really fucking weird. This is what you do in like 60th anniversary, a dead dog, not 3 months into a relationship.
The wax hands.
It was like exactly like that. So it's this big, the two of us. And so anyway, when we broke up, I always just kept thinking like, what did he like pull himself apart? And it was like, at least I have me. But anyway, my friend, like, not even a year after the breakup, she like went past that store and she was like, oh yeah, like remember when you two took that photo together? And I was like mad at her because I was like, it wasn't. Now if she would have texted me and be like, this is funny, like but like at the time it wasn't even funny. I was like upset. I was like telling my therapist, I was like, and then fucking Fred brought up the place that we took the 360 photo and it's a sculpture, and my therapist was like, you guys have a sculpture somewhere together? And my whole totally in the trash now.
That's a funny thing to talk about on stage, that you did that 3 months in.
I should talk about that. I totally it was crazy. At the time, like, I thought it was weird, but you know when you're like in a new like you look back and you're like, that was weird, but when you like the person, like you don't think anything they do is weird. Everything is cute.
I have so much anxiety that in for the longest beginning of relationships, I play it so cool. The guy thinks I don't like him.
That's what I do that too. It's just like, it is weird. Like you don't, and then you like you like slowly turn on the other switch. You're like, all right, I guess I'll become my other person now. Do you think guys do that or just girls do that?
I think.
You think girls are just more self-aware of the things that they know are like not the best qualities about themselves?
Probably, but guys, I think they probably do it too.
Yeah. It is weird, right?
For sure guys do it, because in the beginning of small example, almost every relationship, the guy doesn't fart in the beginning.
Right.
And then they're blowing shit up. I mean,
right.
Matt's still very polite farter. He's a polite tutor.
Right.
But I feel like that's a thing that. So if they're able to hide their fart, what else are they hiding?
Well, I've got a weird situation with my boyfriend. Everything's great, but he doesn't. We've never talked. He has a fear of poop talk.
We don't talk about poop.
It's not a.
He's got a fear.
It's okay. So. And this is something I've discussed with him, and he gets mad. He's not listening, and if he is, this can help him. But so he'll do things. By the way, I've never farted in front of a boyfriend ever, and I think if I did, I'd be like, it wasn't on purpose. Mm-hmm. I've never like pooped. I think the only thing I've ever said about maybe, I don't even remember, where I would be like, oh my god, like, oh, don't go to the bathroom right now. You know what I mean? Like I just took a shit, basically, or. I think I went in once and they were like, ooh, like they made it more like that. I don't think I ever brought it up. So, but he'll do things instead of saying that, being like, oh, I just used don't go in there. He'll go about the other way in a crazy way that it's like, if you just told me you took a shit, it would seem more normal. So he'll do this thing where he'll like take a shit and then like shut the door. So the poop just like smells in the room. It smells, it's already in the bathroom.
It doesn't go away for a while.
It doesn't. So that's bad. Okay. But then doesn't like say like nothing. Okay.
No sock on the door.
Nothing. And then another time, my favorite was when I woke up one day and he had a fan and it was just facing the bathroom and it smelled. So I think in his head, he's like, oh, I'll blow the fan so the smell will go away. But it literally just made the shit smell worse. And then I'm like waking up and I can't say anything because I know like clearly this is like, he doesn't want to talk about it. So I'm like stepping over the poop fan so I can take a piss in the morning. And I'm sitting there and it's just like, and one time I mentioned to him, I can't remember how we got on we were talking about another couple and how she said she can fart in front of him because the boyfriend lost her smell and how she actually has really smelly farts and that's fine and blah, blah. So I was telling my boyfriend this and he was like, ew, she said that? I was like, yeah. I was like, when you're like dating for a while, like, it's and he was like, got so uncomfortable. And then I was like, what's your insecurity with this poop talk? Like, do you ever, you know what I mean? He's like, it's fine. I was like, you've never like been in a relationship where someone farted and you like laughed and like he didn't really say anything. And I just was like, and I kept like poking at it and he kept being like, stop being mean about like me not talking about poop and wanting to talk about farts. And then, but this is why I love my boyfriend. So we went away like, maybe this is like 2 months after the convo. We went to like San Francisco and I was eating eggs in the room and he came in the room and he goes, ooh, it smells like egg farts. You've been farting egg farts? But by the way, we've never like mentioned fart or poop in our relationship.
2 months after that convo.
So then all of a sudden I was like, I got like excited. You know what I mean? And usually he's very funny. So when he said that, first off, the joke didn't make any sense what he was saying, but it was so cute that he was like trying to make a poop fart joke. He didn't even know how to. And then he said to me, he was like, I was like, oh, like, what is all this coming from, And he's like, well, I'm trying. Like, was that funny?
Aww. Oh my God. That is the sweetest. Like, oh, I love that so much.
The fart jokes didn't make. I should get him like a book about like how to do fart jokes.
You should make a toilet book for Christmas. You know, the little.
Or should I get him that book? Everyone poops.
Yeah, that's a good one too. That's so funny.
It was so funny, and then of course, like I was spiraling when he like the few months prior when he was like, I don't want to talk about it. I was like reading articles. It was like, couples are most happiest when you talk about poop. What? It was going, yeah, it wasn't good.
Wow. That's so fun.
But yeah, he like won't just, I'd rather him just be like, oh, don't go to the bathroom for a second, than put on like this like, I don't know, the fan, and there's like the door shut, and I feel like he would like paint me like a picture to be like, oh no, you can't go in the bathroom, I need to paint now. Like it's just be like, just say like, oh, the bathrooms, or don't go in the bathroom.
Yeah, take a second, just do the spray, let it go.
So we're still like working on it.
This sounds like there's forward movement.
There is. When he made the poop talk joke, that really made me, it melted my heart in a way I've never been melted before. You know what I mean?
It really shows he cares. He's not comfortable with that.
Yeah, exactly. It was like coming through the teeth. He was like, it really smells like egg farts in here, doesn't it? And I was just like, what? Like it felt like the guy, like if you see in movies where a guy's like dating a girl for years and then all of a sudden, you know, she wants to get engaged and he's like, I never want to get married. And then all of a sudden he like is like, I want to marry you. And she's like, whoa, where did this come from? Like that's what it kind of felt like.
It's a modern day rom-com about farts.
It really is. It really is.
That's love. That's real love.
Yeah. And another time he like did fart and he coughed at the same time to like hide it. And I wasn't like I knew what he did. So I had to be like, oh, are you sick? You know, I'd be like, are you okay?
The only time that I don't like, I like to just do like, it's happening, but I don't purposely fart, or I'm not open like that. I like to keep it my own thing.
Right, yeah.
I have a girlfriend who, she's like, I leave the door open when I shit.
Oh, no,
she's like, I fart on his leg.
Well, how long have they been dating for?
Over a year.
That's it?
That's it. And she's gorgeous. She's super funny. And I'm like, just different relationships. It's just different kind of relationships.
Now, if your boyfriend started like pooping with the door open and all of that, yeah.
I don't want it.
Yeah, it's funny. So when I was telling my therapist about this, I was like, my boyfriend won't talk about poop. And she was like, I have people here having affairs. Like, do you really have issues? And she was telling me that she had I guess like a patient of hers who was dating a guy, or no, I think they were living together, and he would poop with the door open. And she was like, the girl though, like couldn't, she didn't have it in her to like tell him to close the door.
Oh, that's when a therapist really comes in handy, because she'll just be like, tell him to close the door.
Yeah, exactly.
Close the door.
Yeah. But yeah, I've never had a guy like, one time I did have a guy, I blew him and he farted at the same time. But like that
was a good BJ.
He was so hot that it like really didn't matter. It wasn't a smelly fart. It was just like a noise one.
Thank God it wasn't smelly. It's too close for that.
Yeah, that was too close. But it was like, I remember being like, thank God you're so hot. Because like it was weird. It was strange. But
those kind of things, you just have to let it go. Just forget it happened.
Yeah, I started like laughing. Yeah, it was strange.
Did he say anything?
Yeah, he said something.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like, I can't remember so long ago. He's like, ah, and I was like, oh, and I just was like, I was like, honestly, I'm so like, you're so lucky you're hot, and I think you're hot.
You hear that, ugly guys? Don't you dare fart.
Yeah, exactly. That's funny.
Oh my God, I get so nervous with this camera. I'm like, did I click record?
Did you?
I hope so.
Take a look.
Oh my God.
I think you did.
Audio would be okay. I didn't.
You did it?
I did.
You did. Okay, you did.
I'm telling you, the anxiety.
No, I totally get it. I film stuff all the time.
Camera anxiety is real.
The anxiety of not filming, it's like for normal people, it's like you thinking you left like your hair straightener on.
Exactly.
Or like your oven on. Like it's this like irrational. It's just so stupid.
Because you've done it so many times.
Yeah, and it like gives you anxiety.
Like, oh God. Well, that's so fun. Yeah, I just had a stomachache. Last fart thing.
Last fart thing.
And he was so sweet. I was like in bed, and I was in so much pain, and he was like, it's okay if you have to just fart a bunch.
Right.
And I was like, I think that is love too.
Yeah, it's really it's just stuff like that they maybe my boyfriend should hang out with your boyfriend and they could talk about fart or something.
Yeah, we could just have like a double date and naturally bring it up.
I think I need to bring my boyfriend to like 4-year-old hangout events because I feel like 4-year-olds love poop jokes.
Oh yeah,
and he likes poop jokes. He does. He enjoys. Like it's funny.
Man, well, that was the poop and fart segment.
But I feel like it wasn't like a normal one. It was very. But I'm intrigued to know like if other people have ever been in this situation before.
Yeah. Oh, I thought of one more thing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I could talk about fart and poop all day.
Yeah.
And
tell me.
I think it's a really hot take on farts and poops. So I was talking to the one girl who very open.
Yeah, it was fart all the time.
It was a girls' night. There's 3 of us.
Okay.
Farting comes up.
Okay.
We had 3 different versions of the spectrum of this fart stuff. So there's girl number 1, door open, tooting on his legs.
That's
okay. I don't know. Just okay. So there's that. Then I'm in like the middle.
Yeah.
And like if it happens, I hate every time sometimes I laugh and I fart. And I'm just like, oh shit.
Yeah. Sometimes I do have this weird moment where like it depends what you eat. It just like you just like can't help yourself.
Yeah.
It's like weird.
It didn't even know it's coming.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Sneaky bastards.
Yeah.
So then the third one was the complete like horror. They live together.
Okay.
She only poops when he's gone. She tracks his phone to see where he's at, so then she can poop.
That's how long have you been dating for?
2 years.
That's insane.
So
that's a lot of work.
But that just shows each relationship
so different.
So different. So then we got into a conversation about
that's insane.
Where you fart. So then I said,
to the girl?
Yeah, we're having, and then the poop conversation turned into a fart conversation. Right. And if any guys never heard girls talk, it's usually stuff like this.
Yeah, it's like poop. I think it's more like what you think guys talk about, but I think I talk mostly about sex with my friends who are like single or whatever. That's like what we talk about. We're not talking about like politics or we're not even talking about Emily in Paris. You know?
Yeah, they have no clue unless they do have a sister or something.
Right, exactly.
Then they know. All right, so this was the fart. So then now we're to farts. Fart on leg. I like to do the bathroom. I do the flush fart.
Okay, yeah.
So then it's like noise.
Right, yeah.
But you have to be, it's a really big skill. It takes a while
Right.
You can't always nail it.
Right.
But I'm a fart flusher. And then my third friend who's scared to poop in front, she goes.
She probably has the worst stomach from holding it in.
I don't know. She's figuring it out. But she goes, I muffle my farts.
What?
And I said, I died laughing, of course.
Yeah. Wait, what does she mean muffle, though?
So, and I've tried it. It works. You
what? What is
you take a piece of, you crumple up toilet paper, and she said you put it on your butthole, fully fart, nothing. It's like,
wait a minute.
like screaming into a pillow.
Oh, that's so funny. So you take so you have to fart. You take a piece of paper and you that's just like a tampon for your asshole. Like, why would
you just muffle it? It's just like,
does it really work? You strangle it? It really works?
It really works.
But then you're just like sitting on a piece of paper all night after you eat like Chinese food, just like waiting for the fart to come?
You don't leave it. You're in the bathroom.
Oh.
And then you let it out while strangling it to death.
This is insane. Do you see the work? Do you see what we do? It's exhausting.
It's very exhausting.
That's really funny. I guess I should try that.
I don't do it really, but I had to try it after I heard.
I mean, you're a friend though that like tracks the phone and then like her asshole. Like, is it okay? Like, has anyone ever talked to her? Like, she's fine with it.
I think she's fine with it.
That seems like
I should ask her.
Yeah. I mean, listen, like I do get it. Like everyone's different. Yeah, I've never had a guy like keep the door open. I've never had that.
I would hate that.
That's so fucking
I
weird.
feel like it's disrespectful.
It's like smells.
Yeah, I don't want that.
I don't want to hear the plop. of someone I love. Like, I really, I don't want to hear it. So when my boyfriend like goes to the bathroom, so in his apartment, it's not, he lives in like a 1-bedroom, so it's not in his bed. But in my apartment, I have a roommate and we both have our bathrooms in our room. So when he uses my bathroom, I move my hand so I don't like hear it. And I don't know what he's doing in there, but that's what I do.
That's sweet.
Because I don't want to hear it.
I like the no plot rule.
Not that I would be like grossed out necessarily. I just was like, it's just like a weird feeling. Yeah. It's like I don't know.
Oh, my ex once, I went in the bathroom and multiple times.
Oh no.
Didn't flush the turd.
What?
And it's a sight I can't unsee.
I see. That's the thing. This actually goes into
your wiener.
Yeah.
Perfect.
This goes a little into it.
All right.
So about the poop. I don't get people. This is not the wiener, but about the poop. I don't understand people. Because I've had multiple friends tell me that they like leave poop in the toilet. I don't understand how you don't like even I don't think I've ever, maybe like once I've done it in my life, but with anytime like someone's over, I like OCD check that it's like flushed. I don't know how people like I'm jealous of the people that are that comfortable to not OCD check.
I agree. I'm staring in there and then I'm like, is any residuals?
Did you say anything?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
There's a fucking shit in the toilet.
And what did was he embarrassed?
Yeah, it wasn't, I don't remember if he was embarrassed. I think it was an accident.
Right, yeah. Oh my God.
But I hated it.
Ugh. And like, all you ever thought about was that for a while?
I mean, I can see it right
yeah,
now.
I can see it too. Because it's like, it's not like fresh. Let's not get into details, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the water has changed colors.
Yeah.
You think a plop is bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wait, so should I tell you my wiener?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So wait, you said something that like bothers me, right? Mm-hmm. Or pet peeves about?
Yeah, just something that like made you angry.
So I get really annoyed when I go into a public bathroom and then I see like someone else's pee on the toilet seat.
Oh, yeah.
And I get like, but then I don't think it's like the people pleaser in me, or like I don't ever want people to think like some bad of me. So if there's a line, I will clean up someone else's pee.
I do it too.
You do?
I do it every time. And I'm like, I see it and I grab the toilet paper and I'm just like,
because I don't want them, but like the next person coming in being like, ew, she's gross. Like,
yeah.
And then I'm cleaning up someone else's pee. It's so gross what I do.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't understand. That to me, I think it's more crazy that like I choose to clean, like we choose to clean it up. Like something's like clearly wrong with us. But that's my thing. I don't like when people like leave the piss.
It's a big problem in the female bathroom community.
Yeah, because they're squatting.
They just spray. And the thing is, you go to flush, so I know you saw it.
Right.
They saw it.
Right.
And if not, you should check.
Right.
And they're just trash.
Yeah.
It's
funny. At one point, a few years ago, I worked at this like all female company for, Refinery 29. Mm-mm. It was like a Vice for like women basically, and I was a video editor there, and it was all girls basically that worked there, but it was so funny because you know how girls are always like sorry, like, but we would go to the bathroom and it'd be like the morning time and everyone would be like shitting and farting, and every girl would be like, oh my God, like, and then they'd be like sorry, and I was like, this is so annoying, like just take your morning shits. And I was like, oh, the girl that like doesn't come in with the bra like has the smelliest shits, like no surprising, that bathroom was so annoying. So they'd be like sorry, and they'd be like sorry.
Oh my God.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. It's annoying.
Oh, I couldn't imagine an all-girl place. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a lot of like, I worked there for like a year. I mean, there were guys, but not that many. It was mostly females and like no bras. I feel like they really encourage hard nipples, I
think it makes your boobs sag more.
Really?
If you don't wear a bra.
Oh, does it?
Maybe.
Oh, I do remember that like in high school.
Maybe it's not true.
Someone telling you
I think I say false things every episode.
I feel like that something would be in like the back of like a Victoria's Secret like pan flick, like put on your bra so they don't like fall.
Although it's the best feeling in the world, taking it off.
Taking the bra off, yeah.
You wouldn't get that feeling though if you didn't wear a bra.
See, these girls got to put their goddamn bras on.
Put your fucking bra on.
Now, what's your take on girls not shaving their armpits?
I can't help but hate it.
Yeah.
But also I'm like, power to them.
Again, it's the people, the girl, like, I think I'm a little envious. The girl who doesn't shave her armpits is like the same girl, your friend that like takes a shit on her boyfriend's leg.
Yeah.
Or sorry, farts on her boyfriend's leg. I mean, there's some like shit residue on his leg. I hope he knows that.
Yeah, there's the particles.
Yeah.
It happens. Yeah, it definitely is the same kind of like, I don't want it for me.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, I don't. It's just, and then I feel like I'm a bitch because I just can't stop looking then.
Yeah. I got mine lasered.
Yeah, I got mine. Yeah, we're like, mid 2000 girls. We got our laser. We're not these like Gen Zers where we like leave our armpit hair.
No, it's cheap too.
Like
laser, especially the armpits.
Now.
It's so cheap.
Yeah,
probably cheaper than razors. Hush LA, you should go. It's the best. It's so affordable.
I actually got my vagina lasered too.
So did I.
Did you get the whole thing?
Whole thing.
Oh,
I see. You saved some for later.
So I got it like years ago, and I told the lady when I got it done, I was like, oh, like, I want to leave like a landing strip, so like leave some whatever. And then she was like, oh, well, like it's not gonna work the first time, and let's just laser the whole thing so at least your hair would go back like thinner. But the thing is, it did work. So then I had like no hair in the part where it was like supposed to be a landing strip. I just had hair like in weird patches. So then I was like, what? I don't know. So then I just got rid of the whole thing.
You tried.
I did, but I didn't go all 6 because I went 3 times. It still like pretty much worked.
You just need little touch ups.
Yeah,
the thing is
so painful on your vagina.
It surprisingly is not bad.
What?
Yeah.
What?
You got to go to Hush LA. You guys should give me a free bikini.
We might have different. Wait, the vagina?
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Wait, not the sides, like inside.
Inside hurts even less.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
I mean,
what?
Yeah. When is the last? How many years has it been?
Years, but it was so maybe like 4 years ago.
Maybe the technology's just changed in 4 years.
I remember this pain. If anyone's listening that is recently got the vagina lasered, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I remember being in like, it's pain. You're like, oh, you're in pain.
I don't think it feels good, but
maybe you have a really strong pain tolerance. Has anyone ever told you that?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I got a strong pussy. The worst part is though, now you have to like see what misses, like what you said, see what parts miss. If you don't like hold open
your flaps,
you got like a really thin line in there of just like this like little hairs.
Or sometimes you just have like 3 long hairs and you don't realize it until like one day you look and you're like, wait, my boyfriend's just looking at like 3 long pubic hair. You're like, I didn't even know my pubic hair can get that long. It's insane.
It's impressive.
Yeah. I can't believe you said it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I need to try Hush LA.
Yeah, it's right down the street.
I'm going to go be like, and then it's going to hurt.
She said this guy comes in, or he was in the before me.
Yeah.
And she's like, guys are such babies compared to girls.
Yeah, they are babies. Yeah.
And he comes and gets his full body done. And he's just like, he is like scared the whole time, just like,
Right. I'm actually planning to wax my boyfriend's back tonight.
Ooh.
I'm really into like, I'm not grossed out by a lot of things. Like I like kind of like pimple popping. Like
I can't do the pimples.
See, I'm very like intrigued. I don't get grossed out. I don't know what it is. I think my dad's a dentist, and maybe I have that like in me to like not be grossed out by things.
Yeah, probably.
Like I'm very like intrigued by it. So because I mean, his back's not like it's not like his front. Like it's not a lot, but it like needs to be waxed. And so I was like, I'll do it for you. And I've never been like so excited. Like I feel like, I mean, I'm a comedian, but I feel like there's this other part of me that's like maybe just wants to own like a hair salon and just like, or like a salon that just like pops people's backs.
Oh wow.
Like waxes. I mean, he's my guinea pig, really.
People would like it. Now
when I wax him, should I be like, just don't fart, okay?
No, he's gonna turn bright red and hate it.
Yeah. But then he told me I can wax his asshole.
Wow.
He doesn't make any sense with this farting and pooping thing. It's like crazy because like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like I can like, now he tells me I could like wax his asshole, which like, I'm going to be honest, as much as I'm into like doing like I'm not grossed out by things. I'm a little grossed out by it. And I told him, I was like, but this is how men are stupid. He goes to me, he's like, don't worry. I was like, well, he's like, oh yeah, before I'll shave it. I'm like, why would you shave your ass? He's like, no, the hair won't be long. And I was like, there's not going to be anything for me to wax.
You have to grow it fully out before you get waxed.
Yeah. I don't know what he's... Anyway, so we're waxing it tonight. I don't know about the asshole. I don't know.
I would be nervous to do the asshole.
He would have to like clean it like he's never cleaned before for me to look in there. That I'm grossed out about.
Yeah,
Like that grosses me out.
I mean, buttholes aren't pretty.
No. I mean, mine is because it's lasered. There's no...
Oh, yeah. This is different. Have you ever done anal bleaching?
No, what's that?
Me neither. I only know it because I never watched the Kardashians, but it went trending when they talked about it years ago.
Okay.
You just bleach your asshole skin so it looks lighter.
But why wouldn't they just wax it?
I guess it doesn't change the color of the skin. I guess some people have like dark buttholes.
But do you know ass hair and pubic hair is actually like good for you to fight bacteria?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
We're fucked.
Yeah, we're fucked. My boyfriend's not. I'm taking a look at that asshole.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I could talk about this forever. We just skip all the segments.
I'll come back after I do the waxing and I'll let you know.
Oh yeah, that sounds amazing. I'll have to make some progress on. You have to muffle.
Yeah, we got to do the muffle. Yeah, I'll do the muffle tonight. I'm feeling a little gassy. I got to go over to his house. Got to get that wax going. Yeah.
Wait. So your wiener?
Oh yeah, no, my wiener was that when people leave.
Yeah,
piss.
we said your wiener. Yeah. So then I was gonna do this one wiener. Okay, I'll just do a quick wiener.
Oh yeah, tell me.
So a group of friends and I went to Barney's Beanery, and at the end, like after a show, and at the end we got a dessert.
Okay.
And then we said, last time we got this dessert, there was like no ice cream on it. Because we're fat asses and we go there after we do nightcap. So it's right next to Barney's. And we were like, no, yeah, last time there wasn't enough ice cream. And the server goes, that's because I didn't make it. I'll make it this time and do tons of ice cream. She brings it out loaded with ice cream. We're like, we love you.
Right.
The server's the best.
Right.
We get the check and she charged us for extra ice cream.
That fucking bitch.
Right? It's like, just tell us. She made it seem like, oh, I gotcha.
Right. No, I've had that happen too. Or like someone, like that's happened sometimes with like refills. And like I'm a Jew, so I always like double check. You know what I mean? Like I can't help it. I'll be like, are you sure it's a refill? You know what I mean? But that does happen. It's annoying.
Just tell us if it's going to,
How much extra was it?
It wasn't probably crazy. I don't remember, like $3 or something.
But
just like
still,
scoop of ice cream.
Yeah, and there's nothing more exciting than when you think you're getting something more for free. Like,
it feels so
that's
good.
That's the better feeling than like actually like, you know, than paying more. Like that's kind of not even that annoying. The more annoying part is that you think you're getting something for free and then you're not. That's the part that's annoying about those things.
So that was a wiener.
That's fucking bitch.
Yeah. And then next time we went, it was the same one. And we're like, this. Did we say something? And I'm like, no, we got it.
You didn't?
No.
You didn't get the extra ice cream?
Oh, we didn't get dessert that time.
You didn't get dessert?
We went wild at the time with so much ice cream. I think
it was too much. It was too much.
I did it.
I get it.
But yeah, when I waited tables a while ago, and not a while ago, but when I first moved here for a while, and I always thought it'd be a funny prank to do that to people. I was like, if I did a prank show, just keep acting like you're gonna hook it up and then charge people. And I would say that like to my friends, it'd be so funny if we did that. And now that's why I think it's circled back to me.
Yeah, it's karma.
Yeah,
karma. Did you ever do that to anyone when you served?
No way, that'd be crazy. But one thing that was really interesting was the people you'd hook up, like give free shit to, would never tip good.
Really?
It would just be like, be like, why? And then you're like, why am I going to do anything?
Yeah,
you're not
bitches.
Yeah. Oh, very happy I got through that. That was, you learn a lot about yourself and other people.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Okay. So did you think of your stories or an embarrassing moment?
Oh, wait, remind me. What is it?
Okay.
Oh,
so a joke. You could do both or one or whatever you want. A moment that happened that you haven't turned into a joke and one that you have. I mean, one that you haven't is the boyfriend farting. You should totally turn that into a joke.
And I think that might be our way to then opening up about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you think that could be a funny joke?
I think it's so funny. My favorite part is the therapist being like, people are getting divorced here.
She's like, I don't think the fact that you and your boyfriend can openly talk about poop is really going to be a deal breaker. But I thought it was. I was like researching. I was like, happiest couples. And I was like, talk about poop. And what if I'm pregnant? And I go like spiraling. And I'm like, I'm pregnant and I have a poop and like, or like what's going to happen when we have a kid? And I was walking my dog. This was back in New York. And like, I always had to pick up the dog shit. And I would be like, purposely just like leaving it there to see like how he acts. He doesn't like poop. I'm gonna have to take, like you go in a relationship, you're like, all right, I'm gonna have to do like this. I'm gonna have to do the poop.
You're gonna have to deal with the poop. Well, you'll have to find something that you hate that he has to do.
Right.
And then everyone has their part.
Well, I don't like spelling because I'm dyslexic, so he spells a lot for me.
Well, he won in that trade. Oh, he got real lucky there.
No, I don't like driving on highways. And he drives on highways.
That's good. I like when the guy drives.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I dated one guy, and he, for some reason, I always drove.
Okay.
And I got angry about it.
Yeah.
So I finally was like, why the fuck am I always driving?
Right.
And he was like, I thought you liked driving. I don't think anyone likes driving.
No, yeah.
Or like maybe some, but to an extent.
Right.
You have to take turns.
Yeah.
But I love not driving.
Oh, yeah, it's the best feeling. I just sit back there Googling articles about poop talk.
I think talking to the therapist about that, those small things, you learn how to deal with that so then you can deal with bigger things.
Exactly.
So we're trying to beat the divorce,
Right, exactly.
Starting with shit.
Right.
All shit matters.
Okay, what was the other thing? Okay,
so a moment, an embarrassing or miserable moment that you made into a joke.
Okay, so I when I first started comedy, I went to a room and it was an all-black audience. I performed for an all-black audience. I want to make sure I said that. I performed for an all-black audience. And it didn't go well. And then the host on stage afterwards was like, all right, everyone, give it up for Blossom. They called me Blossom.
What?
Do you remember Blossom from that show?
No.
Blossom was like a show just about like a white, like angsty teenage nerdy girl. And they're like, give it up for Blossom. And then they're like, she tried. And then this girl in the audience was like, I like your hair.
Oh.
And then I say in the joke, and then I'm like, oh yeah, so I sold it to her.
That's smart. Wait, did they laugh at the Blossom thing? Did they get the whole audience laugh?
Oh yeah, they all laughed at that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Were you embarrassed?
I was like a year in, so I didn't even like know what to think. I just was like you know what I mean? I just was like, this is embarrassing. And they're like, yeah, it was like it's like one of those stories I look back and I'm like, oh yeah, like that was a funny like beginning moment of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I sold it to her is good.
yeah. So that's kind of, yeah.
Oh man, yeah, those beginning moments and those embarrassing moments, now it's nothing. But those in that moment, you're like, I'm dying. I'm gonna die on the inside.
Yeah. I performed once. I'm trying to think if I have any other like dying moments on stage. Well, I would like sometimes perform for my friend would book college gigs in New York, and then I would like open for him. And college gigs are like hard.
I'm sure I haven't done any.
You couldn't like be kind of like dirty, and also like they were just like I look young now, and I'm 31. I looked like really young when I was like 25. So they were just like bullying me, and like it was just like weird, like just like weren't laughing, and it's like bright lights. It's like not like a comedy atmosphere.
Oh my gosh, getting bullied by a bunch of college kids?
Yeah. It wasn't fun. Have you ever had any moments on stage where you're like, oh my God, like I want to leave?
I'm trying to think.
Like, obviously we all have like little ones with like shitty shows, but have you ever had like a big one where you're like, oh no, like get me off?
I'm trying to remember. I remember the first time I had too many drinks before performing. It was only 3 beers, but I was so new.
Yeah.
That I think I was like 3 years in, but still felt like I was 5 days in. Yeah. And I was up there And of course, it was a bringer show.
Right.
And so I had like a bunch of friends there. And I just blanked. Everything was just gone.
Oh, God.
I was like, I think like 2 jokes in.
Yeah.
And I was like,
And then what'd you do?
Luckily, after just awkward silence, I remembered it came back to life.
Oh, no.
But I was like, I must have looked so... it was the scariest moment of my life.
Yeah.
Because what do? Just get off in 2 minutes?
Yeah. Like,
what?
blanking on stage is something that happened. I had that recently happen where I was like really tired, but I didn't drink. I just was like out of it. And like, I think I was coming over or something. And I forgot this comic's name on stage. And he was kind of like an asshole about it. And so, also the show like wasn't really going. I was hosting. The show wasn't going well. Like the audience, like it just wasn't like connecting. They were kind of like snooty. Like they were like, make me laugh. Like, like rude. Yeah, like that. And I just like couldn't remember the comic's name. And prior to that, I kept asking him how he I won't say the comic, but I kept asking him how to say his name because it's like one of those names you could say like differently. Does that make sense? And so he was already annoyed about that. And then when I got up on stage, I like completely blanked. Like blanked. And then he was like, wow, coming up here with baseline level of respect. And I just was like,
ew.
And I was already like upset because like it wasn't like a good show. And then I was like getting my period. And he was like a fucking asshole. And yeah, that was the one time where I like truly like blanked. Like couldn't remember what I was gonna say.
Because you were worried after that if he was being a douchebag. It doesn't help people remember names.
Exactly. Like remembering the names. It's not hard. It's more just like when you're up on stage hosting and then you like have to remember the name and then also like try to connect with this audience that clearly like isn't enjoying. You know, there's a lot of like things to it.
I hate it. I like hosting besides the names.
Yeah.
The names suck because you have to remember the name of the person who's getting off.
Right.
Keep it going for blank.
Right.
Witty little comment.
Right.
And then the next person's name. So much happens before you get to the person's name you're trying to remember.
I usually just go, instead of remembering the person's name, I'm just like, give it up, and then I just clap really loud so you can't even hear what I'm saying.
That's good.
And sometimes if I can't remember the last name of the person I'm introducing, I'll start the clap then.
That's great.
I'm like, give it up for like Sasha, you know.
I do the word mumble, the name mumble for sure, and I can't remember or know how to say it.
That's what I do sometimes.
That's great. I thought of one embarrassing one, another one that happened recently. I went to the bathroom before my set and broke my zipper. And it was like really bad.
Oh, it was like really noticeable?
Yeah, like it wouldn't stay up.
Oh, no.
So it was like a full flare.
Yeah.
My shirt was short. There was no hiding.
Oh, no.
So
that's really bad. That's really bad.
I had to. And it was a day I was happy with my outfit. I was like feeling good.
Yeah.
That doesn't always happen. It really doesn't always happen. So it was like, can you feel good? No, you don't.
Oh, no.
So then I had to ask the bartenders if they had any safety pins, and they didn't. God. And then luckily, one of the performers was doing something weird. Like there was like a magician or something, like there's something weird happening.
Right.
And they had a bunch of shit and they had safety pins. So I went up on stage with 3 safety pins.
Oh my God. That's so funny. Did you address it?
Yeah. I clipped it.
You clipped it. That's funny.
So it got that out of it, I guess.
Yeah,
I put the Curb theme song in the back.
That's funny.
But it sucked.
Yeah.
I still haven't fixed the zipper.
I think those pants are done.
They were my favorite pants. How do you save a zipper?
Go to like a tailor maybe?
Yeah. I tried once and they were closed and I just never tried again.
Yeah, I know. That's how that's the stuff with like tailors and shoemakers. You're like, you just have these like spurts of wanting to go, and it's always the time when like they're never open.
They were open and they're like, the tailor's on lunch. And I was like, can you just leave them for her? And like, no.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
They're like the assholes in Hollywood. They're like, no.
She's her own thing.
Right.
Well, you should probably coordinate better.
Yeah, exactly. Like make some time maybe.
So now that's that. All right. I think we did it. I think
we did it.
We nailed the time.
How long did we record for?
53.
Oh, wow. It went by fast.
It went by so fast. We blew it away. Do you have any other embarrassing moments? Oh, you can save them if you want for the next time.
I can't think of any.
Those are all good.
Yeah, I can't think of any.
Right? I think we suppress a lot of them.
Yeah, I'm sure there's been others. I'm trying to think if I've ever had like a date, because usually like I never really liked to bring guys I was just like casually dating to shows. I think one time I did, and it like didn't go well, and that was like uncomfortable.
I could never do that.
Yeah.
But I feel like they'd want to go too, because they're like, oh, I'm being supportive.
Yeah, they were like, I'm being supportive. Or I think also I was kind of using it as like oh, like look at me, I'm cool, you know, like I know all these people that like they're like, I don't even know these people. I'm like, well, they're up and comers, and I'm like, I'm performing. They're like, you're performing like upstairs at a karaoke bar. I'm like, yeah, but like someday I'm not, and you'll like love me.
And you know who else performed here before me? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
I like at Hole in the Wall places always do that. They list who's like performed there, and you're like, you can't just like now add this person, A-lister's name to your shitty venue.
Right, yeah, they do that all the time. I've noticed that, yeah, they do that a lot of like in LA, I noticed that. If
you perform at someplace once, the second you make it, they're gonna seem like you were a regular there.
I'm surprised can they do that? Like, how are there some comics that like haven't sued? I'm surprised.
I don't know, or like just like, can you take? Maybe they just don't care, or maybe they probably don't even know because they don't go around that anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Guess we'll deal with that when it happens.
Yeah.
I guess I wouldn't care. It's like, let them have my
that
picture.
Point you're like, I've worked hard. Like, keep it up there.
Yeah, you're good. Well, thanks for coming over.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was so funny. I feel really excited about where we're gonna go with this boyfriend situation. Wait, what should I do? What was the advice you gave me? I'm forgetting. What should I do about talking more about poop with him, or like just getting him to be more comfortable?
I think you're doing a good job. He's opening up to it.
Yeah, well, that was like months ago again.
He's still doing the fan thing and everything. He's still blowing it out.
I feel like the way you're talking as if like I have a boyfriend that's really bad at eating me out, and it's like, so he's still doing that move again? It's like, yep, Cheryl, yep, still doing that move. Still thinks I want a broomstick up there, you know?
It really could be worse. It could be worse.
No. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we're on the path.
Yeah. And
yeah, I just couldn't remember what you said, and I like wanted to.
I'll find the recording.
Yeah, let me know what it says in the recording.
Then I don't remember.
I think you just were like, I don't know if you gave me like exact advice. I think we said we should get him the book Everyone Poops.
Oh yeah, that'd be a funny gift.
Yeah, and then I gotta try putting the with the crumpled paper.
You have to muffle.
Right.
You gotta muffle it.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah, that's what I gotta do.
Sorry, there's that. What is it when you put it like on the bottom of commercials in case it doesn't work?
Oh,
the
like not a side effect,
like the warning.
Disclosure.
Yeah. Disclosure. I've only done it a few times and it's worked.
Jesus Christ, it's not gonna work for me. He's gonna hear me fart. The one guy that's like, I can't hear farts. I'm gonna come back here heartbroken.
Try alone. You know,
I'll try alone.
Try it in Arby's. You know, muffle away.
Yeah, I'll try it there.
Do you remember in a wedding, White Castle when they play Battleships?
I never like saw that movie fully. Again, it's one of those movies that I saw like parts of on E, and then I just like never fully watched it. Why? Is there a good poop scene?
The best girl poop scene in the world.
Okay, so I should watch it.
Yeah, they just type in White Castle Battleships. Two hot girls go in the bathroom, and one of the guys are in there so they could hear this going down, and they're like playing Battleship, but Battleshits. Like, oh, you sunk my destroyer, and they're just like, pfft.
Oh, okay, that's funny.
They're really getting it.
Oh shit, okay.
It's good.
I'll watch that with my boyfriend.
You should just start watching random movies that just have like one small poop scene.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Exactly. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna make I'll just start playing those videos all around the house.
Yeah. Oh, I have another good one. So you have to watch White Castle and then watch Dumb and Dumber. There's the poop scene where he goes into the girl's house and gets shit everywhere.
Oh, I do remember that. Wait, I thought that was in Along Came Polly.
I think there's a poop. You have 3 movies to watch.
Along Came Polly. I do remember that scene, Along Came Polly. But there wasn't visuals. It just happened. And then I'll watch White Castle and Dumb and Dumber.
Great poop scene
Okay,
movies.
good.
And if anyone has any more, just DM her.
Yeah, please let me know. So funny.
Oh man, well that was so fun and unexpected. I loved
thanks for
it.
having me.
Thank you for coming over. All right, bye whoever's watching.
Bye.